それでは、ハンターの続きをやっていきたいと思います。風向きがあかんもんな、もう。行けるとこないねんな。これだけ言っとくか。確か、道沿いやったらいけるんかな。あの上からな。どっから行くんやろ、あれ。どうやって行くんやろな。その上やと思うんやけどな。向こうからも行かれへんかった。左側かな。まあそらそうやわな。ここに狩猟場なんかあったって何もけえへんやろ。スキルポイント。こっちはまだ開けられんか。どれがええかな。これでもええような気がするな。まだ2時台やけども3時かな。あ、3時半か。こっから北こっからよりもこれやったらこっち側から行った方がいいか。やけど4つ開けたってあんま意味ないかな。それやったらこっからこれか。いや、山がこうあるやろ。こっから、もうこれ行くか。で、バギー乗るか。狩猟は無理やろ。風向き考えたら。マップ。南。どこにあんねん。道路がどこや。あった。 上登っていく感じか。この辺に止めといて、まあ、191やったら近くやな。
That's
あ
the
あ、
place. You found where the hikers spotted him. That's good news. Listen, I got a hold of Norman and he's on his way out here. But he's a couple of hours' drive away. I told him that we were looking for his dad. Norman's really worried. He thinks that Ted has had a breakdown. Ted's wife, Jeannie, died a couple of weeks ago, and since the funeral, Ted hasn't been himself. The family were giving him as much space as they could, but now they're worried that he's fully isolated himself and he's made some bad decisions that have led him here. Norman took a trip to visit him, but when he arrived, Ted was gone and so was his car. Norman remembers his dad saying that he proposed to Jeannie during a trip to Silver Ridge Peaks 45 years ago. That whole region is a beautiful valley, but nobody goes out there unarmed while the bears are roaming around. It might be a long shot, but can you gear up with whatever you need and head into bear country as soon as possible? If Ted's looking for where he proposed almost a half a century ago, I just hope he finds it before the bears find him. I'll mark the beauty spot on your GPS. Be careful in those parts. Keep your rifle handy at all times.
見つける。ああ、このまま行った方がええな、これは。マップか。基本的に風は北が中心に向いてるんかな。どのマップでも。なかなか南の方に向いてるって時間が少ないもんな。南側が目標の場合はもうバギー使って行った方がええかもしらんな。このゲーム動物の数をあと何倍か4、5倍ぐらいにした方が面白いんちゃうんかな。襲ってくる敵ももっと増やして。だったらすごい人気出る思うけどな。一部のマニアだけやもんな。惜しいゲームっちゃ惜しいゲームや。狩猟だけではほぼ安全やからな。熊やなんや言うたってほとんど襲ってけへんもん。まず逃げるからな。だから襲われる緊張感いうのがほぼないもん。たまにまあヘラジカにやられたりするんはするけど。んえまあ一瞬出たでな。
You think Ted's shedding weight? The man is in his 70s. This must be a tough trek for him.
これなんやろ。 店長
This place has been torn apart. There's no blood, no body. He's left his pack here, though. He must be traveling light, but we can't wait for him to come back to camp. The bear could still be around.
熊に追われて逃げてるいうことか
This is the beauty spot. But he's gone. There's no sign of an encounter. But look, Ted was definitely here.
?距離的にどうなんやろ ?4。あかんわ。となると、これじゃあかんから、こっちやな。で、押せやな、狙うんやったらもう。あー、失敗した。ああ。
Ted and Jeannie, 1978. I can't even imagine what's going through his head at the moment. My dad and I used to talk about men who would seek their solace in nature. He told me that if he didn't have my mom or me around, he'd eventually have just started living out here. I didn't believe him at first, but as I've grown older, it makes more sense to me. He's running from the pain he's feeling. Out there, he doesn't need to think about anyone or anything else. He can just be alone. Norman will be here soon. I told him that his visit will include a trip to bear country, so he's got a rifle to protect himself. I'll point him to his dad's old camp for now. It makes most sense for that to be where Ted will come back to whenever he's ready. There's no tracks for you to follow, and while I don't like the idea of him wandering around, Ted clearly wants to be alone out here.
I
might have a lead on our missing yoga instructor. Sammy was driving home after the rappelling lesson, and she heard something that could be Miss Bodden. She had pulled over to look under the hood of her car, and she swears she heard a scream from the woods nearby. And I asked her if it could have been an animal noise, but she seemed pretty insistent that it was a woman's scream. I know it's nothing solid to go on, but it could be what leads us to her. Can you check it out? I'll mark the spot on your GPS.
Mo う一回戻って、車やな。ああああモーラン らんな。ああ北西やったら、これ、とりあえずまあ、なんかあと一匹枯れたらええぐらいかな。無理かもしらんし。まあ、さっきのカスタだけで枯れたんよしとせな。石やな。暗くなってきた。
I'm sure I don't need to remind you. This is bear country. Sure, they're normally quick to turn tail and run, but they're extremely aggressive if their cubs are nearby. It's time for maximum caution.
逮捕されるん。へえ。何の音やこれ。助けを呼んでるよとか。ホモ・サピエンス。降りてき
Can
て
you
る
hear
で。
that? It's like a horn or something.
どこ？
There, on the ground. An air horn app? I've heard of people trying to scare away bears and cougars with real-life air horns. Personally, I've never really trusted using sound to scare off a bear, not permanently at least. Well, that's the contact number I had for her. Cell phone service can be really poor out there, though. Still, she was here. Check out the bear markings on that tree. There's no sign of her, is there? If she tried to hide from a bear up a tree, she found out pretty fast bears are great climbers. Maybe she threw the water bottle in her phone to give herself a chance to escape. Are there any more clues? A bear. Be careful. I'm sorry to send you in there, my friend. I know you can handle a black bear, but that doesn't make it okay. Dad would never have put his people in this position. I have to be smarter. It just seems like every problem lands at once, you know? I'm trying to improve the reserve, but things keep getting in the way. Look, I'm really grateful that you've been able to help me out. If it had been me out there, things could have gone a lot worse. The important thing is Baden's safety, right? Are there any signs of where she went?
メスか、シルバーか。あれ、あんまり、まあいうとこか、肉と肺に入ってるから。もうちょい上か。いや、ここにあるな、マーク。ちょっと待ったらいいんかな。あ見えへん。 大きさ的にはこの銃やな。4か。シルバーか。ビッグホーンシルバー。あ、心臓入ってるやん。ブラウン。まあ、ええか。これどうしたらいいんやろ。ないでな。いや、ないやん。うわ。あ、バグっとる。バグっとる。あ、いけた。いけた、いけた。もうこれはもうもらう。シルバーでも白線にする。めっちゃ速いな、やっぱり足。あった。初ピューマ。うわ、5か。思ったより大きいんや。ライトブラウン。初ピューマ。うん、ええわ。これでもええわ、もう。ピューマ難しい。もう一個上の銃でいけるんや。マジか。ほんまになかったやん、さっき。やべえで、これ積んだんちゃう？なんか、このマップやったかな。あるものがないとか書いてあったん。木でもないか。調査。カメラ。わからん。これしか思いつかん。あかんか。場所的にはこの辺やもんな。わからん。この木か。どうせ言うねん、マジで。これかな。書いてあった、積むクエスト。ミュールシカ求愛。あれか。あ、はは。うーん。 あれあった。シルバーか。ミュール時価ってゴールド剥製したかな、どうやったかな。まあ、もう一回一応行ってみる。これ無理じゃねえ。いっぺんこの地区から出るとか、あれなんなんや。ただの足跡には見えんねんけど、どうなんやろ。足跡か。
Those look like fresh footprints.
ああ、そういうこと
She made it out
か。
of there, heading west. Still, now she has no phone and no water bottle. Let me look at the map and I'll come up with a game plan.
いや、これはちょっと見つけにくいで、今のは。うん。出るまで待たなあかんことやな。逃走中か。
Okay, got it. Not far from where you are, we have the old funicular railway. It's pretty big, and it's a tourist attraction. If Baden sees it, then maybe she'll head towards it to look for help. At the bottom of the track, there's an old shed that she could try to shelter close to. It's not much, but it's a start. Given how badly things have gone for her so far, I can only hope that she's not still planning to climb a mountain. I'm going to give the accountants another call at the hospital. See if they can't help us work out where her head is at.
どこあっちか。うん、それではまあ次回、こっからバギーでこう行く感じかな。で、その流れでここ行けたらいいいう感じですかね。それではまあ、ここで終わりにしたいと思います。ありがとうございました。またよろしくお願いします。